Hi everyone, my name is Sanjeev. In this video, I'm going to demo how to implement API and generate flows from RAML using APIkit. To implement the API from RAML, we scaffold the flows from the RAML specification. Scaffolding generates main flow and backend flows. It generates one main flow and it generates one flow corresponding to each resource in the RAML. Main flow have HTTP listener and APIkit router. APIkit router validates the request against RAML definition and routes the valid request to a backend flow. For demo, I will move to the Anypoint Studio now. I will create new Mule project, file, new Mule project. I will give the name API IMPL demo. Now I will import the published API. So let me show you first published API. I will go to the Exchange. Here is the API that I already published to the Exchange. This is order API. These are the endpoints /order. We have two methods, post and get, and /order/id. We have three methods, get, delete, and put. Let me show you the RAML. So I will click view code. Okay, the RAML has been opened in Design Center. So this is the RAML. We have /orders, two methods, post and get, and then /order/id. We have three methods, get, delete, and put. So under /order, post creates the order and get method returns all the order, and /order/id get the particular order by id. /order/id delete method deletes the order by id, and /order/id put method update the order by id. So here are the examples, and here is the data type defined. This is our data type. ID is optional. Order number, invoice number, created, and ship date, amount. This makes the order. So these are the field inside order. So I will go back to the Anypoint Studio. I will import the published RAML. So I will click the plus sign from Exchange. I will search the order API. Okay, we found the order API RAML. I will click add. Okay, now I will click finish. So we have added the order API here, and version is 1.0.0. So once I click the finish, API toolkit will generate the main flow and backend flow using scaffolding technique. So I'm going to click now finish button. Okay, we got the main flow. This is the main flow, order main. It have HTTP listener. In HTTP listener, we have path /API/star. That means we have to have /API/ then rest of the URI, then only our resource request will come to the main flow, otherwise it will not come. So we have to always prefix the /API/. And then we have API router. So let me check the router configuration. So this is the router configuration. API router validates the request against the RAML. So we can disable the validation. By default it's enabled, so any request comes, it's validated against the RAML. So this is the main flow. It have error handler also defined. We have bad request, not found, method not allowed, not acceptable, and unsupported media type. These are the on error propagate. Error type is already defined inside the error handler. Then we have a console. This is for documentation and testing the API. And here are the backend flows. So against the each resource we have one flow defined. So let me show you. Order.raml, we have 2 flow under slash order and 3 flow under slash order slash id. So we should be having 5 backend flow. So we have 1, 2 and 3 flow under slash order slash id, and under slash order we have 1 flow for get all orders and 1 for post method to create the order. So we have a total 5 flow, backend flow already defined. These backend flow have mock implementation like update order, put method. This is the mock implementation. It will return order updated. Delete will return order deleted. So all these are mock implementations. Get orders, it will return all orders. This is a mock implementation for get all orders. This is a get order by id, it returns the single order. This is also mock implementation. And here is the post method to create the order, and this is a mock implementation which returns the message order created. We can replace these mock implementation and put the business logic. Better way could be we can create a separate XML file by creating right click here, new, and we can add the Mule configuration file. We can give the name API IMPL, and here we can create the implementation flows, and then we can replace this transform message by flow reference component. So whenever we will invoke these resources, the request will come to the main flow. Then through the API router, after validation is done, RAML validation is done, it will be sent to a specific flow that is applicable for that particular resource, and it will come here and invoke the flow reference component, and it will go to API implementation and execute the logic. So right now I don't want to show you how to implement logic, so I will remove this file, and we will stick with the mock implementation. I will right click and run this project. This project is getting deployed. It will be deployed inside embedded runtime. Okay, project has been deployed. I will go to the Postman and invoke the resources. So project is deployed on 8081. We have to start with the /API because main flow have /API right here, and then we have to give the rest of the path for the resource. So /API/order, and get method. This will return all the orders. Click send. We got all the orders, and that's what we have here. Slash orders get, it returns all the orders, and it's taking the mock implementation using this example file. Right here. So mock implementation generated from this example, and that's what we are seeing here, 2 orders. Now let me show you the create order. So post method, I will go to the body and I will copy one order, put it here and change the ID to 400. So this is post method. It takes the JSON object of order type. So I will send button. So we got the message order created. This is coming from mock implementation. Now I will send the wrong request. I will remove the order number and send it again. We should get the exception. We got the message bad request because when the request came here, router intercepted and it validated against RAML. In the RAML, we have order type defined with these fields where order number is mandatory, and here we are not sending the order number. That means the request is not good. That's why we are getting message bad request, and we are getting this from here. The exception is raised, it intercepted by own error propagate, and this is the message we are getting, bad request. Now let me test other methods with the particular ID. So now I am passing 100, need get order for particular ID, click send. So we got the response. This is the response. This is we are getting from this resource right here, get order by ID. This is get order by ID, and this is a mock implementation. Not this one. This is delete. Get orders. No, get order by ID. This one. So we are getting this response, mock implementation response. Now let me try put for maybe 400. We'll send this response, same response, click send. Okay, we don't have order ID, so we have to put order ID, sorry, order number. We have to put order number. Now we'll send it again, order updated. So previously we were sending wrong request, that's why we are getting the bad request response. Now we are sending correct request, so we are getting right response, successful response, order updated, and that's what we have here in a mock implementation. Put order updated. Now let me try final resource, that is a delete. Let me delete order number 100. We don't have to pass any request. Let me send it, order deleted, successful, and that's what we are having here in mock implementation, order deleted. So these mock implementation can be replaced by business logic, and you can implement the API. Before I close this video, let me show you the console also. So this is a console path resource, and using console we can test these resources like we tested in Postman. We can test it using console as well, and we can also view the documentation of the API. So let me show you. Localhost 8081 console, enter. Okay, we got this order API. So this is all documentation. We have endpoints, we have types, order type that I was showing you, definition, and then we have the endpoints. Under orders we have post and get. Under /order/id we have get, delete, and put. That's what we tested from Postman. Let me test from console as well. We can see the get all orders, so send it. We got all the order, we got this response. We can get the order by ID, so we can get the order with order ID 100. Click send, we got the response. So this way we can see the documentation and we can test the API in console also. We did in Postman as well. So this console is a client, work as a client for the API. So it's good. Actually we can have a documentation and we can also test the APIs as well. This is all in this video. I wanted to show you how to implement the API and how to generate the flow from the RAML that you published in Exchange. So it generates the main flow and also backend flow for each resource that you defined in an API specification. I hope you understood how to generate the flow and how to implement the API. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.